Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening show as usual. Well, the only thing that I'm going to really talk about today is, as you know, South Africa is there in Australia now to play a big series, and I think it is a crunch series which is going to happen, and the international world cricket will be watching it very closely. The world will be watching it very closely as the Australia-South African series, which is going to be starting in Australia, because both the teams are well balanced, and there would be a real battle going on, according to me, at whatever the ground set is going to be played in Australia. Well, yesterday that was the first game after South Africa entered the Australian soil. They played their first game today. That was a tour game where Australia A took on the South Africans here at the Sydney Cricket Ground, and on stumps on day one, the Australia A were the ones who won the toss and elected to bat, and they put up a very comfortable score there. They put up a very good score of 325 for 7 at close of play. Well, as far as the feature of the day was concerned, South African A really struck it very quickly, with Dale Steyn producing a beautiful delivery to get rid of the opener Liam Davis, as Davis was clean bowled by Steyn for 10 with 1-4. Phil Hughes disappointed, which is pretty bad, because after his show for Worcestershire in the English County League, he failed. He was clean bowled but clean bowled for 5. And Andrew McDonald was LBW bowled Imran Tahir for a duck, plunging them to 44 for 3. And then there was a good partnership between the opener Rob Quineyn, who looked very impressive in his score of 85 of 114 balls with 13 fours. He had good company there coming in from Stephen Smith, who made 67 with 6 boundaries. And then there were contributions from Doolan, who had an unbeaten 76 to his name at stumps with 10 fours and 1 6. And then Moises Henriques, the all-rounder, failed. He made only 6 runs. Glenn Maxwell got a 50. He got 64 under his belt with 8 boundaries. And 325 was the final score for 7 at stumps on day 1 of the first day of this particular match, the first tour game, just played at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Looking at the South African bowling, Dale Steyn bowled excellently. He was absolutely excellent with his bowling, and also he took wickets to 18 overs, 4 maidens, 3 for 43 as his bowling analysis. Vernon Philander, 16 overs, 2 maidens, none for 76. Imran Tahir, 28 overs, went for 114 runs with 2 wickets to his name with a maiden. Cleanville bowled very well. In fact, he's an all-rounder. He's playing as an all-rounder, and he was also pretty impressive with his ball. 19 overs, 5 maidens, 45 runs and 2 wickets. And Duminy, 7 overs, 1 maiden, none for 36. And Faf du Plessis, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 7. Now, this is as far as the match which is going on today. Now, the other news that I would like to talk about, just talking about the cricket news, tomorrow the second tour game starts between the England 11 and the Mumbai A team. It is a tour match which is going to be starting in Mumbai. So that is going to be, and I'm told that Stuart Broad is going to captain the sides, and there's a possibility that Graham Onions, the swing bowler, would play. The other news that I have is that the Pakistan Cricket Board has actually welcomed the day-night tests that has been approved by the ICC. So they would like to do the same. Yes, another news that I have is that tomorrow there's a one-day international which is going to be played, if I am not wrong, and that was going to be played at Colombo, but I'm sure it has been raining cats and dogs in Colombo, and that has made the Sri Lankan board actually change the venue. They have moved that to Palakele, and I'm told there's a lot of flooding there at the stadium, and that's the precise reason this has triggered off the change. Well, another news is coming in from India, where in the Ranji Trophy, where Mumbai were playing against Railways, it was very heartening to see Sachin Tendulkar get a century. He had a century, and also Ajinkya Rahane went on for a century. The other news that I have for you, dear fans, friends and subscribers, is that Kabir Khan, the fast bowler, has decided to go and play for Lancashire. Well, on this note, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this very short cricket stint with you today, because there's not much to really talk about as far as cricket is concerned, but I make it a point to come on this Cricket Happening show just to talk about cricket as and when, as far as possible, and that's what I've precisely done today too. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will be there tomorrow once again, if at all the one-day international takes place. I'm not sure whether the one-day international starts tomorrow. Well, if it does, then I'll be definitely there to give you the match proceedings on the match which is going to be played at Palakele. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the cricket show. A very short cricket show today. Sorry, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Your host Ram, taking you back to the studios. Thank you.